Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Esteemed Gentlemen podcast for Wednesday, December 21st. I'm your host, Scott Labrie, and joined alongside me, we have
Nope.
All Day Eric DeShane.
Yeah. Hello.
I knew it was you, too. I was like,
Yeah.
I was just so used to the uncle being the first word out of my
It's
mouth.
habit. Yeah. It's tough. Tough to break routine. I get it. No offense. I get it. Yeah.
It just makes me want to. No, I'm just kidding.
No Uncle T-Bag today.
No Uncle T-Bag to me today. He
Got called in to some work stuff and staying late and yeah. So
we also haven't heard from him, so
that is true. So yeah,
hopefully,
he hasn't.
hopefully he's okay.
Mm-hmm. Knowing him,
Maybe
he's
just
probably
napping.
napping or somewhere
working.
swearing while at work or something like
Yeah.
that. Who knows? So
Yeah.
mad at something about somebody. Yeah.
That's okay. He was dead weight anyway.
Because he didn't watch the movie.
He didn't watch the movie.
We have one job.
You have one job. Sorry, my PayPal wasn't working. You could have just messaged me for our freaking login, and I would have sent it to you.
Mm-hmm.
He was just avoiding watching a Will Ferrell movie.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, it's movie club, the second holiday special of movie club. And we watched Spirited on Apple TV Plus. What'd you think of it?
It was good. I enjoy anything Ryan Reynolds is in. I love. His charisma is amazing. Will Ferrell is a treat to me. Still, I love the man. A few things hit and miss, but this kind of movie like this is very much up his alley. Did not expect him to be in a musical. Same with Ryan Reynolds, but they pulled it off very well together.
Yeah, I kind of missed that part. Even though I seen like commercials for it, I was like,
yeah,
oh, this is a musical.
But then I remember too as well. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess he did do a lot of freaking sketches growing up. Not growing up, like back in the Funny or Die days. And I remember one. I thought of it last night. I couldn't think of it. It's like Parkyard Brawl or something like that. It's him and he's in like this like old man's outfit with a baseball bat and just fighting in a parking lot and just singing the whole time. The fight starts because his ass kicked within a second. I'm like, yeah, he does have musical chops. I guess he can be a funny singer, right? So yeah.
I have to imagine most actors probably do some sort of musical at some point in their
most
acting career.
Yeah, most actors and most big ones now are all stage actors too as well. So they're used to singing and performing to that, right? So a musical isn't a far stretch or something like that.
Yeah. And I didn't, with Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell respectively, when they were singing, a lot of times there was background singers as well at the same time.
Yes.
So it's like, we'll take the pressure off you guys.
Yeah, I mean, they're there for the funnies, not for the musical drops. So it's like, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, so I gave that a pass. That didn't bother me at all with that. So
yeah, and like I was saying, we were talked tiny little bit about it. But like, I'm not a musical guy really at all, and I still had a pretty good time with it. So.
No, I enjoyed it. I if I were to describe this movie in one word, I would just say extra, because like for just being the silly plot of what it is and how everything plays out, like the set design, the layouts, the choreography, everything is done to the fucking nines. It's like way well produced than what I was expecting. I thought it'd be funny and it'd be entertaining, but like whole sets made up for what, like a 2 or 3 minute shot like that. It's then dancing, choreographed different scenes, and it's nuts how much extra went into this movie.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's I like how like some of it too is like you had some more like kind of real world sets, and then there's some where it's like, well, this definitely looks like more like a stage or something like that. Like
true. Yeah,
it was stage or something.
Real stage. Yeah. No, they did a really well job of that. I'm very impressed by that.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, like I enjoyed it. It's definitely not like, I don't think it's gonna be a Christmas tradition where I go back and
Yeah, I mean, it's a Christmas movie, sure, but it's not my kind of Christmas movie for sure. So yeah.
This one might be like a one where it's like, if you're at your parents' house
Mm-hmm.
and they have the TV on and you see it's like in the
Mm-hmm.
channel guide, it's like, oh, I might put that on. But
Mm-hmm.
since it's on Apple TV Plus, that's never gonna
Yeah.
happen. So
No,
it's
exactly. So
you'd have to go
yeah,
out of your way to
well,
put
you
that
have to
on.
go out of your way to watch it, and
Yeah,
yeah, it's fun, but I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it again.
yeah.
One and done. But
Um, what'd you think of the whole like? Because it's like it's a Christmas Carol, but they kind
no.
of put it a little twist
Hmm.
on it. They had the
Yeah, they really like make it like break it down to what is it in a Christmas Carol, right? With the spirits and the whole idea of redemption
mhm,
and yeah, judgment to redemption and correcting oneself. I like that little that twist on it because how often can you tell us the same story over and over without it
right.
repeating, right? So yeah, so this angle I thought was pretty clever with that.
You just like have it down
Mm-hmm.
to a T, like
Mm-hmm.
it's an actual production.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then
It spends 11 months or almost a whole year just prepping for one night
right.
just to change them. But yeah.
I would like there's an interesting twist of him. The Ghost of Will Ferrell being Ghost of Christmas
Mm-hmm.
Present is actually Scrooge, and that like
Mm-hmm.
how like oh if you're at this long enough you can retire and you essentially get a second
Second
go
life,
on
yeah.
life, which is
Yeah.
kind of crazy, but
Mm-hmm.
so I was like oh okay, so there's like something at stake for him as
Mm-hmm.
well, kind of thing, and
Mm-hmm.
I was like okay, it was
Yeah.
like I don't know. His thing was a little strange where it's like, okay, he wants to come back to life and then he wants to date Octavia Spencer. It's like
Yeah.
that's the whole reason. It's
And
like
have
okay.
kids. I'm like, okay, cool. Like I know in the first character he's playing like maybe a late 40s kind of
Mhm,
character, and so is she. But in real life, I know Will Ferrell's like in his like mid to late 60s. It's like
mhm.
I know, like I don't see Will Ferrell having like kids at that age, but okay. I just theater of the mind, I guess. We'll let it play out, but okay. Yeah. But well, yeah. I mean, he was scared to be, to screw up the next life again, and so I can see his hesitation to go towards it and do right. But I did like that the idea that Reynolds showed him like near the last third of the movie was like, yeah, you can't just change someone overnight like
Mhm.
that. I think that was a good little idea with that too, because the whole idea of the ghosts and the spirits was like to change someone that night and now they're redeemed for the rest of their lives. Like, well, no, you can't just change in one night. It takes work. It takes time. It's just like just that this wake up in the morning and realize that you're just not gonna say good afternoon to somebody. Like something simple like that is all it takes to start being good, right? So
Mhm.
I wanted to see more of like that kind of mindset with it. Like you can't just it's not an automatic change. You got to work
Yeah.
towards it. Like I thought that was a good like thread path to go on, but they kind of like muddled it up at the end. It's like, I guess they kind of got there, but
Yeah.
to me that was more that was a good little hook to take the story a different way with this whole redemption arc with the
Right.
spirits and everything else. So yeah.
But then he ran out of time.
Mhm.
Ah shit, we
And
gotta
then a
wrap it
bus
up.
came, and yeah,
Yeah.
and then like that done. It's like, oh well, okay. I guess now he's in charge. Okay, cool.
I was genuinely surprised by that. It's like, oh shit, he's dead. It's like,
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah.
huh.
I thought like, oh, that's funny. It's like, oh yeah, they saved him in the last second. He saves like, oh no, he's fucking dead. Like, no, like you, if that sacrifice still counted, like you're still gone. It's like, oh, did not see that coming. I thought for
Right?
sure that was a cop out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it's like so part of me is like I like the ending where he becomes the new
Mhm.
Ghost Christmas
Yeah.
present, and then he is like actually changing the world because now they're like redeeming
Yeah.
multiple people like every year instead of just one
Hmm.
guy. And
Hmm.
but like now it's like yeah, but that's kind of shitty for it then that way. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Too
I
a
after the
little
two,
bit,
after the
but
two, I'm like, I get it, but to me, it was like kind of like I feel like we got here through a cheap way. I'm not a big fan of it, but I
yeah.
guess they had to kind of hit those
It's
marks. I
like
guess,
you
but
kind of want
yeah,
it's like well you want him to like take the niece
mhm.
or whatever like and like
Yeah,
become the
that's the
dad or
one thing.
something. It's like
Yeah,
nope, not
no, no, no. He's just dead and now he's in charge. Like, okay, cool, but like, and then you see at the end he can come back still and everything. It's like, so you still see his niece? Like, is he still like, because he finally redeems and makes up with her, and they're all good now. They're finally together as a family, and then he dies. It's like, wait, hold on. They're finally happy over there, and he's gonna kill him off, and now he's dead. It's like,
also
oh,
how
okay, I guess
confusing would
that's
that be like
yeah.
your uncle like just shows up on
Just
at the
show
skating
up.
rink with some random dude and all of a sudden they like Oh, cool.
Take off.
You didn't post it. Good, good, good. And then the fucking weird dude runs away. So then your uncle starts chasing after him, and then your fucking uncle dies
Uncle's
by getting hit by a
dies.
bus. It's like, who
It's
was
like,
this man?
who was this man, and did he kill my uncle? Yeah, exactly. There's way more questions than answers. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But I mean, we're questioning a movie
yeah,
about spirits. So yeah, I guess we're thinking too much into it. But
yeah.
no, it's just it was just a weird. Like I get where you're going, but I don't agree with this method.
I liked Tracy Morgan as
That's
the
who that
ghost of
was. I'm like, who is this voice? I know this voice.
yeah,
It's Tracy Moore.
Ghost
Oh,
of Christmas
okay.
Future or whatever.
I'm like, I'm sure it's some rapper. It's somebody. I'm sure it's funny. I'm like, I can't. But I remembered him from 30 Rock.
Mm-hmm.
But he just sounded different in my head. I couldn't figure out why. I'm like, oh, I guess he just maybe smoked a few more cigarettes now. I don't know. But I was like, what the hell? I don't understand.
You've been
Yeah.
Christmas caroled, bitch. Picks him up, throws him down. Yeah. Whole movie leading to that point. That's great. And I was actually like, oh shit, when like like they do the whole like, oh, he's gonna show him up at the grave or whatever and just point at it. I'm like, all right. But then like
Yeah.
they had the like, oh, you caused this kid to commit suicide. It's like, oh shit, they went there,
That
man.
was yeah. Yeah,
Damn.
that was yeah. Damn. Yeah.
Shit got dark.
Mm-hmm. Darn right. Yeah.
The Good Afternoon song was really good. I liked
Yeah,
that
that
song.
was like it was probably one of the better songs that I laughed
Yeah.
at throughout the most of it. Yeah. Yeah. Good afternoon. Oh, how dare.
And at the end there, where they're running through New York, or they get in the cab, and the cab driver's like, "Good afternoon." He's like, "You want to fucking go?"
That's right. That's right. Just lays into him, pulls him like halfway out the car. It's like, oh shit.
Like that's when
That's
Will
right.
Ferrell's the best, when he's just like that, like weird unhinged kind of
Weird. Yeah. Like, yeah, just flip the switch. All of a sudden,
Mhm.
he's a psycho lunatic all of a sudden. Like, what the hell? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just realizing that the director of this movie, Sean Anders, actually the same director of like Horrible Bosses, Bosses 2,
Hmm.
Daddy's Home, Sex Drive. Like, huh? Would not have thought that's the same director for these movies. I thought it was like actual like musical director, but
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense why some of the jokes are the way they are. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. He's actually a credited writer with it too as well. So
Hmm.
great to know.
There you go.
Mm.
You see the Dolly Parton Easter egg in
Yeah, and
the
I thought that was
Hall of the
that was
Redeemed or whatever.
yeah, like really? It's like no. She was always golden. She was never meant to be redeemed. Fuck that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was waiting for like oh, there was the elf guy, the elf costume guy. I was looking for like a Deadpool or something with Ryan Reynolds or a Green Lantern thing, but
Mm.
nothing like that. No, so
Yeah, there was
yeah.
the little nod. So you look ridiculous. Or
You look just screw you, man.
whatever.
You- I know, yeah. You look you look stupid. You look stupid in that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Will Ferrell hates that movie. I think is from what
I think it's probably due to the zeitgeist of it. He hates it
yeah.
because it's so like entwined now with pop culture. I think that's why.
Hmm.
So I think back in the days, like, oh, yeah, this would be a fun little like goofy Christmas movie, right? Because it's John Favreau, it's friends making it. But now everybody loves it, so it's just more of that. I think everyone quotes it. Everyone just yeah. It's like Andre 2000 being sick of hey It's like it's just
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's more like that.
Yeah. Well,
Mm-hmm. Love to hear our co-host, but he didn't fucking watch it. So
he didn't fucking watch it.
yeah, so
I bet he would not like this movie.
I think he would have liked it, but it would not have enjoyed it as much as we have. I think he
Yeah.
rated a lot lower. Like I put it like a solid 70, 75.
Yeah.
Like I was certified fresh. But I know he probably rated it lower because he does not like Will Ferrell. But I think the rest of it and how everything is, I think he would enjoy it. Yeah.
I agree.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like, nothing
Mhm.
amazing, but nothing offensive either.
Not
It's
what
just
I was
kinda,
expecting when I heard about this movie. I thought it was just going to be a fun little Christmas movie, and I think I'm not sure if I would have enjoyed it more if it wasn't a musical. If it
That's
was
what I was
just
gonna
like,
think. Yeah, just bring up like I wonder if it would have been like if it was
yeah, like
just more comedy oriented and stuff like that,
yeah,
it might have been better. But
might have been better, but I mean, it depends on how it lands out because yeah, because is Christmas Carol a musical or is it just a store? It's a musical.
mm,
It's a stage play musical, right? So
well, it's a Charles Dickens
it's
book
book,
to begin
I
with.
guess. Yeah, so it's not really. I just know it from like Muppets or from Disney,
Yeah, Muppets
and they
definitely is a musical,
yeah.
but I think normally it's not.
I don't think it is. So
I
it
don't
could have
think
been
so.
because yeah, I know. What's that Bill Murray one? Scrooged. That one's not, and it would have been ended up being like a newer version of Scrooged, I guess. That's kind of maybe that's why they veered toward the musical side. Because
Yeah,
really would have been a lot same thing as that, right? So yeah,
yeah.
classic. Go check out Scrooged. Classic Christmas movie. I like that one.
I
Bill
haven't seen
Murray's
it. I haven't seen that one.
Bill Murray's good in that. Yeah, fun.
Yeah, probably I should
Mhm,
check that out one of these
mhm.
days. Scrooge.
Or
Um,
or or the Ducktales one too as well with Scrooge McDuck. That was a classic. That's a classic. That's one of my classics childhood TV shows growing up. I had that on a VHS recorded and I rewatched that every Christmas.
what came
Was
first? The that was the game first, right? Like the Scrooge McDuck, like him. That must have been his first appearance, right? Like,
no, I
because
want to
isn't he always
say
called Scrooge McDuck? Like even in
yeah,
Ducktales.
DuckTales, but DuckTales came out before that. Hold on, uh, let's see here, Christmas Tales and distribution. Let's see here. Da-da-da-da-da. Animated TV
Excuse
show.
me,
No,
I
no,
got the
no, no, no.
yawns right
I
now.
want to say DuckTales came first, and then the animated movie came out with that. Uh,
Hmm.
Disney. Uh, Christmas story? No, that's not what it is. Darn it. That's
Uh,
it keeps pulling up the Jim Carrey one. I'm like, no, that's not what I want. Hate that movie.
yeah, that's another.
That's one. Yeah, that was a weird like that animation style was so uncanny valley. I did not I did not enjoy that.
That's what's his face. Is that Robert Zemeckis did that one
That is
too?
Robert Zemeckis.
Yeah,
Correctus. Correctus.
Robert Zemeckis loves them computer people.
Hmm. So I didn't mind Beowulf, but this one was just like not a big fan of that.
Robert Zemeckis also do Polar Express as well. I think right.
I thought wasn't that? Yeah, you did. Okay, it was him. I thought it was. Was it Spielberg involved in that somehow though, or am I just crazy?
He might have been a producer or something. Maybe
Maybe. Yeah, it was Polar Express. Yeah.
that one's
Anywho,
pretty
yes.
good, but I haven't watched it in a few
Yeah,
years.
same. That's one of those movies where I think we watch it now. I was like, oh,
Might be.
that did not age well. I know I see lots of the odd like meme on Reddit or something like that for like the scenes that come in. It's like, oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's, it's an old movie, guys. Like, give it a little bit of break.
I hear.
Mickey's Christmas Carol. There it is. Yes,
There you
yes. That came out in 1983. So I guess this would have been the first time of Scrooge McDuck. No, he came was in the comics before 1947. Okay, no, I guess yeah. So Scrooge came out way before all the DuckTales stuff.
go.
So it's a weird. I don't know if it's on purposely or what.
I'd figure it'd be like, because why would
Mhm.
you call him Scrooge out of
Exactly. Yeah.
without doing that? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Named after Ebenezer Scrooge and Christmas Carol. Yep. So I guess that's no. It's on purpose. Okay. Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
The more you know.
The more you know, the more you know, the more you grow, as they
Mm,
say.
sure.
Sure. Yeah, not much else to say about this movie. I don't know.
No, I'll recommend it to. I know who I think would like it. I know my nieces, and they'll definitely like it. They're
Yeah, if
much
you're
more into
in the
that
mood
stuff.
for a Christmas
Your
movie
sisters, I'm sure, would love
and you
it.
want to watch one that you haven't seen, for sure, go
Mhm.
have at her for sure.
Mhm. Your sisters would love it. I'm sure.
Yeah, they probably have a decent time with it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. It's like it's one of those movies where it's like
It's not Hallmark enough
It's
for
not
them, or
it's
what?
yeah, like it's not bad enough to be poked fun of,
Ah,
but it's not good enough to be like, well, now it's in the rotation or
nah,
something like that. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, not quite there. Yeah, they like their Hallmark shit. That's right.
Yeah, the Hallmark stuff.
Yeah. Mhm.
That does a trick there.
Mhm.
Any
It,
Christmas
it
movies
was
that you watch every year, or
that besides the Mickey Christmas, I haven't watched it in a while. I mean, I was thinking about it too on the way home from work. I'm like, I don't really watch anything specifically Christmas movies. We do watch, but from my brother's side, um, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation all the
Mhm.
time. They love that movie, but they'll put it on, but I don't watch it. I'll watch it with them, but that's something that's sort of their thing because
Mhm.
yeah, they've all got the like the moose glasses and
Yeah.
is represented all the time. And they love those movies, right? So that's more of them. But for me personally, I mean, I can't really think of one besides like growing up with Christmas Carol, but like not really. No. I know the I know we always had on TV like the Grinch would come on or some like other Christmas special would come on. I always watched that, but yeah, never really go on my way to watch a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Usually, kind of for most Christmas Eves, we'll watch Christmas Vacation. There's a like an maybe like an odd year or two where it's like
Hmm.
where we get like maybe a little sick of it kind of thing, where
Hmm.
it's like, all right, maybe not this year, but
Hmm.
for other stuff, it's usually just yeah, like just channel surfing, and then it's like, well,
Hmm.
Elf's on this TV channel, so
Yeah.
let's put on Elf, or or whatever pops up. Muppet Christmas Carols on or something. We'll turn that on or something like that. So I don't think we like necessarily go out of the way to watch them anymore, but it's just like, oh, it's on. You might as well
Yeah.
throw it on. There's nothing else to. Everything else is just Christmas everywhere on
Hmm.
Christmas Eve and day, unless you're a fucking go to Comedy Central where it's just like, we got the
Big
Big Bang Marathon for
Big Bang
50
Marathon again.
hours. It's like, fuck.
Yeah. All week and it's like holy fuck.
No.
Yeah.
God, no.
No. No.
Any other show but that, for fuck's
Well, I know what I'm
sakes.
gonna watch tonight. Yeah. Let's scoot it up right now.
What are you watching?
Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Hmm. I'm talking
Yeah.
about like fuck. I haven't watched it in like over a decade. I want to watch it again. Yeah.
I actually came like this close to watching Scrooged
Mm.
after maybe the day after watching Spirited. No, or maybe right after watching Spirited actually.
Hmm.
Because like, I kind of want to watch another Christmas thing, and I was just kind of looking around on Apple TV Plus. Then I saw Slow Horses on there, and then I was like,
Mm.
this looks interesting. So I then put that on. So then I ended up binging all that show.
Mm.
I was like, this ain't Christmas at all. But it's
Mm.
got Gary Oldman in it, so I'll watch it.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, Eric,
There you
there we go. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate Spirited?
go. 7.
7.
Yeah. High 7. Yeah. 6.5. The lowest.
I agree with
Yeah.
you.
I mean, it's
6.8.
yeah. No, it's good. It's got funny parts in it, but yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not a runaway hit.
I don't think we got reviews from anybody on this one.
Did Cameron send this one in?
I don't know. I mean, double checking. Might not have been up his alley.
I would argue that I would think he'd be willing to that movie, but maybe he didn't send one in. Send one
We'll
in.
see. It just takes why Facebook. Listen, Facebook. It takes too long to get to
I
messages
know.
here, man. Oh, nothing.
Nope. That's okay. That's
Cameron,
all right.
if you're listening, I know you are. We understand.
Nah, that's fine. It's Christmas time, man. No worries.
All right. Well, I
Mhm.
think that'll do it. Unless you got anything else you want to
No, I mean
preach.
I'm freezing my ass off. That's all. So just cold.
Oh, you want to hear a story this morning? Well,
Yeah.
I guess you kind of told. I told in the chat, but
Oh yeah, with
I didn't.
your broiler. Yeah.
I didn't say it on the podcast. So I woke up this morning, had my
Mhm.
shower, do all the normal stuff, and then last night I threw my clothes in the dryer, and then like, okay, I'll just go to bed, and then I'll take them out in the morning. So I'll get out of the shower, and then I'm going over to my door, and so my like in my basement suite, like there's my suite, and then there's the shared area, which is like the
Mhm.
downstairs, the boiler and the washer and dryer right there.
Mhm.
So as I get close to my door, I'm like, man, the floor's really cold here. What the fuck's going on? So I'm like, oh shit, is the boiler out? I'm like, nah, it's kind of warm in my. I would have noticed if it was out. If I was like,
Yeah.
so I go just go over to the what's it called? It's not the register if you have a boiler. What's it
Yeah.
called? Is it?
If you have a boiler,
Yeah. What's that little?
if you have air vent, that'd be.
What's
Oh, is
got
it?
that metal thing? Got a specific word, doesn't it?
Yeah, on the bottom of the floor.
Yeah.
That is your register. No, yeah, that's what it was called.
Maybe
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Anyways. So I go like put my foot on it. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's hot.
Mhm.
That's hot. So
Yeah.
boiler's going. So I'm like,
Mhm.
hey, well, what the fuck's going on here? Because I thought maybe like a window was open or something like that.
Mhm.
I just open the door and it's like, oh, it's freezing out here, and I like feel like draft and everything. And I like poke my head around the corner. It's like the fucking like side door that I use to come in is just like wide open. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm just like yelling real loud. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? And so I like go up there, close it, and I'm like, text my mom because she's the runs the property here. And I'm like, I don't know if somebody tried to fucking break in or some
Mhm.
dumbass like didn't close this door or what happened. But the door's open and it must have been open for a pretty long time because it's fucking really cold in here. So, by some miracle, our like 1950s boiler didn't fucking die. So,
Nice.
that's a plus. And then yeah, by the time
Mhm.
I got home here today, it was warm in here again. But
I got a weird one from tonight too. Nothing temperature wise, just weird. So I installed some LED light strips in my game room just to kind of have some fun with the shelving and everything else in there. I come home this evening and everything's off, nothing's on, and I just put some stuff away, go sit on the couch and just watching some TV before I have supper. I get off of the couch and I see my LED lights are on in my room. I'm like, well, how the hell are they on? And they're battery powered on by a remote. I'm like, fuck, is somebody in here? Like, what the hell? Like, who fucking played with those? Like, they weren't on. Were they on when I got home? I don't remember seeing them. There was no other lights on. What the fuck is going on? I still haven't I've never figured it out yet. So I'm like, I looked around. Like, is someone here fucking with me? Like, what the hell? Like, yeah, I turned them off. I have no idea why they were on. They were never on at all.
weird.
Like, so I haven't been here all day. I was gone and went for lunch with my parents. They were in town, so I didn't come home at lunch. And I know they weren't on when I left the house because the room was dark because my chair was in there. Like, what the fucking go? That's weird. This is weird.
Hmm.
This is freaky, man. So I got them turned off now. I'm like, did the sensor, some sensor turn them on or something like that? Because they're set to on, just remote had
Right.
them off, but something like short and turned them on. Like,
Yeah, that's a weird one.
shit! I freaked out, man.
It's like somebody's
Mhm.
TV remote next door or something. Like I don't know.
Maybe I'm thinking maybe my remote for the TV. Maybe that's what fucked it up. But like my TV's on the far end over there, but the room's over here. So like it wasn't even pointed in that direction. Like maybe it's up on
Yeah.
my phone. But like that's different. I don't know. This is weird.
Weird.
Yeah. So oh,
Maybe we
but at the
both got
moment
hit by ghosts.
I'm like, is someone in the closet? No, you good? Okay, well, someone like fuck. Is someone here? What the fuck?
Open up the closet.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck. Okay, good. No one's there.
Ha.
Yeah. So weird.
Wacky occurrences.
Mm-hmm.
Just
The spirits are haunting me.
just the way.
They're fucking with me.
Isn't it the winter solstice tomorrow, or is that
It is. Tonight is the longest. No, or is it tomorrow night?
tomorrow
Wouldn't
night?
that be
I think.
tonight?
No, I think it's the
It'd be
day.
tomorrow
I
night.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, yeah, those next 2 nights are the longest ones around. So yeah.
Spirits and shit. Solstice
Mm-hmm.
connecting real good.
Yeah, man. That's they say apogees, man. That's when they happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Let's get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for watching on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, and share with a friend. And if you're listening on a podcast service, leave a rating, subscribe as well, and head over to our Facebook page. You can submit a question or ask us anything. We're gonna do that January.
Mhm.
sometime. I don't know.
After Christmas.
After
Yeah.
Christmas sometime.
Mhm.
And we don't know about next movie club, so stay tuned for that. And then yeah, Friday next episode, we're gonna be doing our gift exchange.
Mhm.
Doing a Christmas hangout. We might be doing candy. What was it? No, how much gingerbread houses?
Oh yeah, we talked about that, but
Maybe
we'll
doing
see.
that. I
We'll
saw
see.
them on at co-op and they're like $10 each. So I'm like, well, if we're doing that, we're each buying their own because I don't want.
Yeah.
I'm not paying $30 for
Mhm.
for gingerbread houses. But we might do that, or we might just hang out, whatever. And then we're gonna take the week after that off for Christmas holidays and all that
Mhm.
stuff. So we'll be back in January sometime. So in the
Mhm.
new year. Uh,
It'll be our second year right away too, as well. Fuck.
third year. If you
No, we started 2020.
well, yeah, if you count
20.
20, 22. Well, starting our third year.
Starting our third year. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've done two. Would have done 2 years of it. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's correct.
Mhm.
Yeah. We'll have completed our second year. You're right.
Mhm.
We're saying the same thing.
Yeah. Well, we are. It's the exact same thing. Like, no, we going on 3. Started to finish 2.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
I think that's it. Adios. Goodbye.
Yes.